I cut open an oil filter from a high-mileage EcoBoost last year. Media looked intact. Engine didn't. Cam wear, timing noise, fine metallic glitter in the oil pan that shouldn't have been there. Not from bad oil. From 8 years of a filter that wasn't doing enough. Quietly, invisibly, every single oil change. Today, I'm showing you the 7 filters I'd never run on an F-150 and the 5 I trust on trucks I want to see hit 300,000 miles. I'm RJ, 20 years on Fords. Let's get into it. The 7 filters that don't belong in an F-150. Bad number 7, Fram Extra Guard. The orange can, most recognizable oil filter in America, and that recognition is the problem. Most owners assume recognizable means right for their engine. The Extra Guard was designed for conventional oil at 3,000 to 5,000 mile intervals. That's what it was built for. Most F-150 EcoBoost owners pour in full synthetic rated for 7,500 miles and pair it with a filter engineered for half that service. The oil can go the distance, the filter can't. The nitrile anti-drainback valve is the specific failure I've seen the most. Nitrile hardens under heat cycling faster than silicone. On a cold Monday morning, after the truck sat all weekend, a hardened nitrile valve means the filter drains back into the pan overnight. The engine dry runs for 2 to 3 seconds at startup before pressure builds. On a 3.5 EcoBoost, those seconds are hitting the cam phasers and the turbo bearings without a film of oil. Happens every cold start. Adds up every winter. The oil can go the distance. The filter can't. Wrong interval, wrong valve material, wrong engine. Bad number 6, STP standard and economy filters. STP has decades of history making fuel additives. The economy filter line is a different product category entirely. I cut one open after 7,000 miles on a towing truck. The media looked like wet cardboard. That's cellulose at the end of its service life. Saturated, compressed, flow restricted. Once a filter restricts flow, the bypass valve opens. Every time the bypass valve opens on a 3.5 EcoBoost running hard, towing up a grade in summer, sitting in traffic in Texas heat, unfiltered oil is circulating through the cam phasers and turbo bearings. Not occasionally, routinely. The bypass valve is supposed to be emergency protection. In this filter, under real F-150 use, it becomes part of the normal operating cycle. The engine doesn't warn you, the wear just accumulates. The bypass valve is supposed to be emergency protection. In this filter, under load, it becomes routine. That's the problem. Bad number 5, DriveWorks. AutoZone's house brand, built to minimum OEM replacement standards. The keyword, minimum. Lower pleat count than any mid-tier competitor I've cut open. Less surface area means the media saturates faster. Under sustained towing load, trailer on the highway, grades in summer heat, the engine produces contaminants faster than at idle. A low-capacity filter saturates faster under exactly the conditions F-150 tow rigs face most. The bypass opens sooner. The engine working hardest gets the least filtration. A filter that runs out of capacity when the engine needs it most. That's not a trade-off that makes sense on a truck you're towing with. Bad number 4, Prime Guard. Independent parts stores, regional chains, online, aggressively priced. Prime Guard publishes almost no detailed performance data. No stated filtration efficiency, no specific micron ratings, no bypass valve calibration pressure. When a filter manufacturer won't publish the numbers, that silence is information. Premium brands publish specs because they can stand behind them. Cellulose media, lightweight canister, nitrile drainback valve, reduced margin on an EcoBoost where cam phaser performance depends on clean, consistent oil pressure. The issue isn't catastrophic failure, it's quiet, cumulative compromise, the kind that shows up later in a repair nobody connects to the filter. When a filter doesn't publish its specs, that's information too. Bad number 3, Micro Guard Standard. Discount retailers, regional chains, affordable positioning. The construction issue is bypass valve calibration. Budget filters are built with one-size-fits-all bypass spring pressures, not calibrated to the specific oil pressure characteristics of any particular engine. A generic spring may activate the bypass sooner than a properly calibrated unit, meaning unfiltered oil starts circulating under cold starts and towing load exactly when the engine most needs full filtration. The engine doesn't warn you, it just experiences the difference. The nitrile drainback valve is especially relevant for hunting trucks and work trucks that sit for days between uses. That valve hardens in cold storage. Engine starts dry. Cam phasers get 2 or 3 seconds without an oil film every time all winter. The engine doesn't know it's supposed to be resting between hunts. Generic bypass calibration plus nitrile drainback. Not the right combination for an engine as specific as the EcoBoost. Bad number 2, SuperTech Basic Line. Walmart's house brand. Improved in recent years. Some batches are manufactured by Champion Laboratories and test reasonably. That improvement is the problem. Cut open comparisons across production batches show real variation. Some solid, others uneven pleat spacing, inconsistent glue bonding at the seams, drainback valves that are silicone in one run and nitrile in the next. You don't know which version is on a shelf when you buy it. In filtration, inconsistency is its own failure mode. A component you can't rely on consistently isn't a component you should rely on at all. The risk isn't average quality, it's inconsistent quality. And inconsistency in a filtration component means you can't rely on it. Bad number 1, no-name Amazon and eBay filters. The most dangerous filters on this list, not because they always fail immediately, but because there's no accountability when they do. I've cut open filters from packs of 5 for $12, media that compressed with finger pressure, bypass springs with almost no resistance. I compressed one with 2 fingers. Drainback valves made of material closer to foam than rubber. And on 2 separate filters from 2 separate sellers, visible gaps in the media seal where oil could channel directly from the dirty side to the clean side without being filtered at all. Straight through, unfiltered, into the engine. No published specs, no calibration data. The seller is in a warehouse you'll never find. The filter is on a cam phaser system that rattles when oil pressure isn't clean. On an EcoBoost, where a timing chain job starts at $1,500, the gap between a no-name filter and a Motorcraft is about $8. $8 separates a proven filter from one that might channel unfiltered oil directly to your cam phasers. That math is easy. Modern EcoBoosts need 3 things from an oil filter: efficiency before the bypass opens, a drainback valve that doesn't harden in cold weather, and a bypass spring calibrated to the engine, not to a generic average. Here are the 5 that deliver all 3. I put together a Ford longevity handbook for F-150 owners trying to get these trucks past 200 and 300,000 miles. Oil filter specs, change intervals, transmission survival rules, all the stuff Ford barely explains. It's called the Ford Longevity Blueprint. Links in the description. The 5 I actually trust in an F-150. Good number 5, Fram Ultra Synthetic. Yes, Fram makes one of the worst and one of the best filters on this list. The Extra Guard and the Ultra Synthetic are completely different products. Same brand, completely different construction and completely different purpose. Double layer synthetic blend media, one of the highest contaminant holding capabilities in the over-the-counter market. Independent testing shows it outperforming most competitors on aluminum particle retention. Thicker canister, metal end caps, silicone drainback valve. This is the filter you run when you want the capacity headroom that the Extra Guard doesn't have. One honest note, the fine mesh and high capacity means it runs slightly more restrictive than some competitors. For standard F-150 use, towing, highway, daily driving, irrelevant. Worth knowing if you're building a performance application. For most owners, it's simply the right Fram. Same brand as one of the worst filters on this list. Completely different product. Make sure you grab the Ultra Synthetic specifically. Good number 4, Mobil 1 Extended Performance. If you're running Mobil 1 full synthetic at extended intervals on your F-150, run the Mobil 1 filter. They're engineered as a matched system. The filter is built specifically for longer service intervals, not adapted from a shorter interval design. Dense, evenly spaced synthetic blend media, metal end caps, heavy-duty center tube, silicone drainback valve. The integrated bypass valve design keeps the valve itself from building up deposits that affect actuation pressure over time, a detail that matters more at 7,500 miles than at 3,000. Independent, cut-open testing consistently shows the most evenly distributed pleats of any consumer-grade filter. Uniform pleats mean uniform flow. Uniform flow means consistent filtration all the way to the end of the interval, built to match extended synthetic intervals. If you're running Mobil 1 oil, run the Mobil 1 filter. Good number 3, Purolator Boss. This is the filter I put on trucks I know are going to be towing through Arizona heat all summer. Not because the specs are the best on this list. They're excellent, but not uniquely exceptional. Because when I cut one open, everything is where it's supposed to be. Built the way it's supposed to be every single time. Fully synthetic media. 99% at 20 microns. Metal end caps. Silicone drainback valve. High pleat count. Solid center tube. The Boss is built specifically for extended oil change intervals, which matters for EcoBoost owners running quality synthetic at 7,500 miles or longer. Consistent unit to unit, which on a filter you're trusting for 7 months between changes, matters as much as any spec number. If a guy tells me he wants 300,000 miles out of a 3.5 EcoBoost, the Purolator Boss is where I start the conversation. Good number 2, Wix XP. Wix has been supplying filtration products to professional mechanics for decades. Not to retail shelves primarily, to shops. Their reputation wasn't built on packaging. It was built on what happens when you cut one open and compare it to everything else at the same price point. Synthetic blend media, higher pleat count than standard Wix, metal end caps, strong center tube, consistent pleat spacing. Cut one open next to a budget filter and the difference is immediate. Silicone drainback valve across the XP line. Wix publishes detailed performance specifications because they can stand behind the numbers. Budget brands don't publish specs for the same reason. Mid-tier price, performance closer to premium. For F-150 owners planning to keep their truck well past 150,000 miles, Wix XP provides the structural margin and consistency that long-term ownership requires. The filter that professional mechanics run on their own trucks. That's the real endorsement. Good number 1, Motorcraft. If you don't know what to buy Motorcraft. It's boring, it's relatively cheap, and it was built specifically for the engine in your truck. Ford engineered the EcoBoost around this filter. The bypass valve spring pressure is calibrated to the actual operating pressures of that specific engine. Not a generic spring that works adequately across dozens of applications. The pressure differential at which unfiltered oil bypasses the media is the number Ford's engineers determined was correct for the EcoBoost, the Coyote, the Duratec. That calibration is something no aftermarket filter can replicate without knowing the exact spec Ford set. Sometimes the smartest thing you can do is stop trying to outsmart the engineers who built the engine. The filter they designed to go with it is available at every Ford dealer and most parts stores for less than $10. Use it. I've seen EcoBoosts with 250,000 miles on them that ran Motorcraft filters their entire life. I've seen EcoBoosts with cam phaser problems at 90,000 miles that ran whatever was cheapest. The cam phasers don't distinguish between the two owners. The oil pressure history does. If you don't know what to buy Motorcraft. Engineered for the engine. Boring, correct. Ford Longevity Blueprint is in the description. If this helped you, hit subscribe. I'll see you in the next one.